Oh! Happy Tuesday, everybody. How's it going? Oh my goodness, do I have a video for you? First, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go over to Cyberpunk Dingo, or is it Cybernetic Dingo? Actually, look it up. Ah, fuck. One second, one second. Hope everybody's doing well. This is Yes, Cyberpunk Dingo. I want you to go over to Cyberpunk Dingo and subscribe to his channel because he just dropped one of the biggest videos ever on Islam, on Muslims, on this like invasion. And like you gotta hear it from a guy who was a Muslim previously to like understand the whole maneuverings because here's what I'm thinking, right? Either he glossed it over and he didn't realize like what he had when he had it, or he was just trying to like, throw shade, which, naturally anybody who's like on the run from these fuckers, like they just want some peace, they just want some distance and space and shit. And trust me, I would know a thing or two about that. Because it's like the Punjabis, the Sikhs, the Muslims, they share the same bloodline. They are part of the same rapist, child raping culture. Because if J.K. Rowling is going to call it the child rape gang, I think everybody should. And we shouldn't be like glossing it over because it's like you you got a grooming gang. What do they fucking groom dogs or groom like whatever people? Well, they're highly like hygienic. No, these are the opposite of that. Garbage throwing, children raping, all these excuses. Like the amount of Mohammeds, the amount of just random ass fucking Pakis, Sikhs, even now like Indians are, taking part. These East Indians that are part of their fucking cause and shit. I went to elementary school with guys like this, where if you weren't like about victimizing and like being decisive with women, they hated you because like they just wanted you to feel as if you overpowered women, that you can control them, make them do what you want them to do. And to an extent, that is true if you want a subservient woman to be your wife, to be, the mother of your children and shit, ladies and gentlemen. This is why, and these guys keep running into these problems because Cyberpunk Dingo literally dropped this video. And I watched it this morning. I knew I was gonna have to make a video about it, but I just kept thinking about it because of like how profound it was. So basically, these guys went on, get this, a gay dating website. Yes. So like I actually don't want to do this because it's like, I don't want to look at a man's penis or whatever, like crotch or anything, but like when I used to drop ship and I would sell like, items from like, very zesty ass guy clothing distributors and shit, right? You get these like banners, you get these like whatever, like these posters, background photos. And it's like whatever, that's their culture, their embracing of the rainbow and shit. But like, can you imagine you're a Muslim, air quotes, and you're signing up to a gay dating website and you get all these like, sexually like homosexual subjective fuck. It's just like gay suggesting pictures and shit, and you're just like, providing your email, your name, this, that, whatever, right? Like you can like bullshit everything and say that like, well, I was just in it to like, rob people and attack people. No, man. It is what it is, right? Because I'm gonna get to it. Like it wasn't just that they went out of their way to like go on and get a dating profile on a gay dating website, but they sent out their what is that? Dating requests, I guess, to other gay men's, and they got rejected. So much so that it's funny too, and I don't intentionally try to do this, but when the Bondi Beach shooting happened, I commented on this and I said that these guys, like the father and the son who did the shootings and shit, they were just like looking at all these gay like guys and shit, and they were just like embracing their gay ways and shit. Even the father said that, like, yo, my son is just like, he's weird and shit. He likes these guys and stuff. I gotta like take him to the Philippines and give him military training, aka let him have sex with some underage, fucking prostitute and shit. Because I'm ashamed of that too. Because like I have one of my family members is Filipino and stuff, but I know about that. It's it's a harsh reality that we got to live in, where you can go to certain places and like little kids and shit. And there's no laws to protect them or anything. And even though that, like, if people found out, right, like these two, well, I think they're in jail or they're dead or something, whatever. But like, if people found out the aforementioned that they went to the Philippines for like sex tourism, as they call it, like people like nail them to the cross and shit. But they had a thing for these guys on the Australian beaches and shit, right? And let me give you a little like taste of my own fucking psychopathic, I guess you can call it hypergamy. Like, I look at most guys and I don't really feel jealous because a long, long time ago I did a bunch of sit-ups. Well, I still do sit-ups to this day, but like I did enough sit-ups to get an 8-pack. And then I said to myself, well, no one's gonna believe me if I'm like that if I tell them I'm a virgin if I have something like this. It's just so fucking ripped. It's like I don't even understand why I did so many sit-ups and shit. I wasn't even counting like the amount of sit-ups I would do. I would just like do 300 and then call it a day, go back, do another 300, whatever, right? On and on and on again until like inevitably I got to the point where I don't like worry too much about it. Like all I care about is if I just burn the fat off and lose the weight and then my stomach is sticking out and shit. Because I still have a bit of a belly because I was bulking up to try to lift, heavy pound, like 80-pound dumbbells, just heavier weight and shit. And yeah. Fuck, what was I talking about again? Fuck. Shit. Oh, man. Here at Azure News. Give me a second. Yeah, my bad. So, anyways, these guys had the hots for these other Australian, like, men, just, like, ripped, going to the beach, getting all that attention from the girls, you know what I mean? Just, like, their life is just perfect in their eyes, and you could just see them, like, especially the son is just, like, this overweight-ish, like, poor posture, neckbeard, loser of a man. And you see, like, some of his earlier videos, he's just talking about his, like, his cause, the Palestinian cause, the Muslim cause. Nobody fucking cares, dude. Really, nobody fucking cares because you have to think about where it leads, Like, the charges for sexual assault are very, very specific, okay? Like, I actually read it, and if like a man kicks another man in the dick, that's not sexual assault. That's just assault. Maybe assault and battery, I don't know. But like, assault. Assault causing bodily harm, maybe, if you kick them hard enough. Right? To get sexual assault, you have to do something sexual. You feel me? So let's look at the above. Getting a man to suck your dick. Sucking a man's dick. Taking it in the ass from another man. Giving it anal sex to a man. I don't know many other more ways a man can sexually assault another man, but see that's the problem. Cyberpunk Dingo did not understand, or maybe he just glossed over it because he understood all too well just how depraved, like the amount of homosexuality is involved in this case. So these like it was just like this one Muslim guy, but he got his friends to come jump this one gay dude that he met on this gay dating website. Mind you, it's a dating website, so people can say yes or no. You understand what I'm saying? So this fucking retard went on a dating website, being the gay fag that he is. And again, there's nothing wrong with it, but you have to understand, like, he's a Muslim. Everybody's talking that shit about how Muslims are, like, real men They'll never be homosexuals and this and that, except when they have to sign up for a fucking homosexual like dating website to fucking hit on gay dudes and shit. Like your kind, your entire race and religion is fucked. You know, when this story comes out and people hear about it and read about it, they're gonna be like, wait a minute, and then they're gonna just connect the dots. Like it's Muslims are gay, they hate women, they hate the fact that women can like speak their minds and vote and have their own opinions, and like they always try to like downplay the idea of like having sex with like a little girl as being whatever, and just use the defense of their religion rather than admit the truth that girls growing up don't like these guys, right? And it's an entire like 2 billion, well, not every single guy, but like most of those guys are just like that, and they're willing to expend each other. They're like living expense, like expendable fucking assets and shit. Like the Moroccan army attacking their own peoples after they failed to invade that Spanish country and shit. So they get expelled and they get fucking killed by the security forces. And then Asmongold gets banned for saying that the Spanish military should have shot him. So what happens if he said that, yo, the Moroccan military should have shot him? Would he been okay? Would he not have gotten banned because the military actually shot the Moroccans that returned and shit? Threw rocks at him and stuff, boulders? Of course. Of course. That's the right opinion to have, you see? Asmongold does not have the right opinion. You understand? Like, at least in terms of, like, what's Twitch, what all these fucking idiots think, because you got to think about it. Like, we've seen this before. Why are the homosexuals and the Islam religion, like the Muslim religion, so fucking embedded in shit? And now we're starting to see why. It's because they were always like this, and because much like a gay guy coming out gets like accosted by his whole family and community and shit, and they just get laughed at and mocked. It's the same thing with the Muslims, except it's wholesale. It's they're like large swaths of their religion, and they don't even want to fucking talk about it. Like, I used to watch this thing called what is it called again? Soy Boy Beta Male Cringe, and there was just one that like, and it was in Iran, right? Yeah, when the IRGC was like still in power and shit, and you see this guy dressing up as a girl and like I don't know what the fuck he's doing, just like having a talk show with like all these guys and girls, and it's just like they're laughing at it and shit, and it's like I thought this was against your religion or whatever, and then you realize that like no, they want a reason to kill you, and any reason that you give them, they'll take it, but it doesn't stop them from like being gay. That doesn't stop them from raping kids and doing all this fucked up shit, right? This news is so big that it ends all Islamic invasions, like conversions. You convert to a gay religion, messes with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to like bash every single Muslim out there and be like, yo, you guys are like following this gay religion and shit. It's just that you have a large, very large population within your religion that is rampantly homosexual, rampant. So what does rampant mean in like today's day and age? Oh, simple. It's like if you can't fuck a guy, fuck a dog, an inanimate object, you name it. Rampant. I get it too, right? Like, I don't know, like maybe because I'm like flamboyant and shit, and I feel ashamed of like the porn that I watch and stuff. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's like a far cry from like the snuff porn or like the kind of BDSM shit that like made 50 Shades of Grey a popular movie. You know what I mean? It's like I don't even know how to explain it. Like, this news coming out about this incident, and by the way, it happened in Australia. So, to summarize the story about that cyberpunk. By the way, I'm just gonna link the fucking video. Fuck it, 'cause it's like talking in circles. what's the other one? Like, I don't know all the facts. I don't get my facts straight because I'm just talking about it broadly and shit. It's like we had to call them on it. The gayest religion on the face of this earth, gay bar none, restricting women, the rights of women, the way they dress, where they can go, how old they are to like get married and shit, you know. And like, yeah, if you want to stay up in your country and do that, like nobody can really tell you what to do. But then when you bring it other places, that only says one thing, right? You want men to fuck you in the ass. You understand? Like Andrew Tate, apparently, according to Trapmore Ross, is gonna get 20 plus years. So every single thing I said about Andrew Tate, like, you know, up in the bin and shit, and everybody celebrating, is not only true, but it's like, if the news breaks, which most likely it will eventually, everybody, all in every single jail across America, let alone whatever, is going to be celebrating. You see, Andrew Tate has so much money to buy up all those cars and shit. They're going to press him every single fucking day, dude. Every single fucking day. And he's not getting out. From their point of view, if they don't press Andrew Tate, somebody else will, and then they'll tap the guy, and then, you know, it'll be like they can't get his money, or like, you know, they won't give you his money, or whatever, right? It's just a race to the finish line, and Andrew Tate is basically, um, what is it? I mean, he's there for like 20 plus years. That's it. He's done. He's not gonna get parole. He's not gonna get like anything. The amount of like evidence like behind him to like put this guy away, incarcerate him, is fucking ridiculous. On top of the fact that he couldn't shut his fucking mouth. On top of the fact that his lawyer's a fucking dumbass and shit. Like, yep, it's all over, man. The movement's over. And it's kind of funny how, and I theorized this when I was driving home. It's like I thought to myself, wait a minute. Did Andrew Tate actually know about this? Did he know about like this, you know, homosexuality on the DL from the Muslims and shit? The Muslim Brotherhoods, whatever, terrorist organizations, like, or just in general and stuff? Because, like, you got to think about what it means to sign up for a gay dating website. You can argue that, like, yeah, you're strapped for cash. You need to rob some gay mans and shit. But real talk, right? Like, you gotta go through all that shit. You gotta look at all those banners, background pictures, posters, icons. Like, imagine you click yes and it's like a fucking dick and it goes up when you click the yes. God damn it! And you want to tell me these mans is straight and shit? Trying to be like, yo, we're anti-gay Muslims. We're hunting down these gay mans and shit. Do you know how dating websites work though? Right? Like, think about it like this. Like, these guys most likely got fucking rejected and a half off of, like, straight dating websites. I know it's harsh. I heard it's harsh. My friends, funny story, my friends put a fucking picture, a bunch of pictures on a dating website. It's called Plenty of Fish. It was for free. Oh, man. Because I was trying to, like, program for the cell on the PS3 and shit. It was a fucking bitch and a half. Everybody wanted to jump ship and go Xbox, PC. They were right, by the way. Like the unified architecture of consoles now is basically PC architecture, more or less. Right, so they were in the right, but I was stubborn. I'm like, no, man, PlayStation is the future. They put me on a fucking big website. It's like my fucking one of my rabbit was still alive and shit. Oh my god, it was so fucking cringe. I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like trying to get me like join in on gangbangs. What the fuck? And some people are actually saying yes and shit. Like, you fuck. Oh my god. Uh, But like, like to go through all that fucking trouble to like, hitting on these mans and shit, they would obviously say no. Some of them would have said no to him. Can you imagine a gay dude turning down these guys? And they're just like, what the fuck? You're gay. You're not allowed to turn me down. You infidel. You're not even that hot. Yo, man. Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world. What they don't tell you is, yo, you want to hang out? Bro. Oh, shit, man. I don't even know if like Dingo actually knows. If he actually knows, dude. If he knows, good on him because he just like he made my day and a half. Like actually, I think he made my life because it's just we all knew this shit. Come on, we all knew this. Like deep down inside, like just search. There's something off about them. I think it was like a widespread hatred of women because they have it written in the Quran, right? That like when Muhammad went to hell, he saw like a bunch of women and shit. Like women were the most well, what the fuck you call it, the highest population in hell or some shit like that. You know what that smells like? Bitch. Smells like a bitch. Got fucking smacked around and like got fucking rejected. Like ugly mans be like that. And then they spite the whole world. Ugly mans, short mans, bald mans, small dick mans. Who else? Inbred mans. You know, it's tale as old as time, and like the fact that they sexually assaulted this guy, like the way that oh, and there's like report on it on like I forget what was it, GB News or Channel something. Oh no, it's not GB. It's something Australian News or something like that. Some Australian channel, and they're just like showing how they sexually assaulted her. I'm just like, wait, what? And then the best, the best as it, the irony, right? I made a video about that. The funny irony was that they're calling them homosexual slurs. And I'm just like, what? So you go on a dating website, you get a profile while looking at all these gay man pictures and shit. You talk to all these guys. Some of them reject you. You get pissed, you get cheesed, and then one guy gives you attention and shit, but then you're just filled with regret because you can pretend, but everybody knows. La 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 la.